Up next on Sledhead 24/7, time for a deep powder adventure. A question: what does CKMP stand for? Let's start with fun, outrageous snow, and unlimited experience in how to do it right. Some lucky riders are headed for some quality time with the legend of deep powder adventures, Mr. Carl Kuster. We're hanging out with the first family of snowcross as we go inside the trailers on race day with Christian Brothers Racing. From Articat to CBS Sports, Christian Brothers is a legacy team for many reasons. And later, an old-fashioned winner-takes-all snowmobile shootout. Today, it's the Indy XC129 Polaris versus Switchback Assault 144. Big Fish and our team of test riders are geared up to ride, rate, and review for you. Are you ready to ride? Strap in. Sledhead 24/7 starts right here, right now.
Holy smolies, man. Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
Welcome to another great episode of Sledhead 24/7, your show for everything snowmobile. We're coming to you this week from Meese Outland in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I'm your host, Chelsea Scorch, and joining me is my tech expert, ride expert, and co-host, Jeff Fisher.
Hey, hi, Chelsea. Hey, we had a chance to go riding at a really fabulous place, CKMP up in British Columbia. Can't wait to show you how it is.
Let's head north and check out CKMP.
That's really good. CKMP is extravagant. The reason why I say that is this is definitely a bucket list place to go. You want the finest snowmobiling, the finest sleds, the finest accommodations, and the finest food. And the snow is perfect.
Yeah, coming to CKMP is, I don't think it's like any other place in the world. It's you know, just walking into the building, you know, it's very, from the outside, it just looks like another shed. But as soon as you walk into the building, you know, you're sort of welcomed with a large number of Ski-Doo snowmobiles. So if you love snowmobiles, coming into the building is a wow effect. And then when you look up on the walls and you see all his sort of race trophies and sleds over the past years of his race career, it just, you know, it ties it all together from where he's been to where he is now.
I always really wanted to take people out into the mountains and just show them what I feel in the mountains or how I feel in the mountains. I assumed that everybody else would be much the same, like to see the awesome scenery, to ride the awesome snow, to do the downhill powder carves, to do all the climbs, like, and it is awesome being in the mountains. And that's something I just wanted to show people, and kind of came out to BC and started to work on this project. And Marshall, my business partner, was really instrumental in getting it off the ground and turning it into a reality. And we've had, you know, really a team of people that have built it into what it is. It's definitely not just Carl Kuster behind CKMP, it's a team, it's a family. My mom, my dad, Shelley, everybody has helped tremendously.
Phenomenal, it's amazing, it's challenging, it's humbling. It's all of those things that makes you a better person. I feel like you're outside your comfort zone, and that's what makes you better and better life experiences.
More one-on-one time. In the past of like going with charity events and stuff, you're riding with a lot of new people, but you're kind of just like doing whatever kind of practice or sessions that everyone else is doing, not necessarily working on what you came there to work on. But yeah, CKMP, they really cater to what you want to learn, and they're really, really, really good.
If you're stuck like this, and you have another guy with you with a sled. Instead of using your hands, digging in the snow, you're gonna get super wet. Use your machine. It's especially if you got a 175, they dig like crazy. Dig that snow down in front of the machine, get the front end down, and it's a simple pull out. And it's working smarter, not harder. What I did was just came through, got rid of the snow. Like I said, instead of using your hands, use your machine. It does all the work for you. And just simply dig around the rest of the little bit and get the nose down and a small ski pull and you'll be out. Perfect.
Honestly, it's my favorite every time I do a clinic here, just because the experience alone is different. This place is amazing in general, just as far as like where your sleds can get parked. You know, you can go upstairs, have an awesome meal. Housing here is amazing. You get a different experience here because you get to be more one-on-one with us. Me as a coach, Shelly Ferguson's awesome. And it's not like you are just teaching someone for the day, you actually get to know them and become friends with them. So it's a more personal experience when you come here, as well as honestly learning about avalanche terrain, learning about, Shelly in the morning goes over, you know, what the weather's looking like, what the snowfall is like. So I feel like this is a little bit different just because when you come to CKMP, you actually get to learn a little more, I feel like, and you get to be more hands-on with us.
But as I say with anything, what makes this place, CKMP, so special is the people that work here, the food, the drinks in the bar after, the hot tub, just the overall experience. And that, to me, is what makes the experience so incredible. There's lots of places in BC where you can find some great riding, and you know, I have great riding on the coast where I live, and it's super deep. But I come here for the experience. And for someone who's never been, you don't know what I'm talking about until you come here. And that's why everybody who's been here says, you gotta go. And that's really what's so great about the place is you can't get this in a book. You can't see it on a video. You have to come and experience it. You wake up in the morning, you get on your gear, sleds are loaded, you ride to the riding spot, you ride all day, then they're loaded and unloaded in here while you're in the hot tub having a drink and appies. Great dinner, relaxing with friends, a great sleep, and you wake up and do it all over again. It's super camp for adults.
Their mission statement would be to take people out into the backcountry safely, make sure they have fun, they stretch their context, and they get to do it at a world-class facility.
CKMP, you definitely want to put that on your bucket list.
From the food to the scenery, that is definitely one place that us at Sledhead 24/7 recommend. Make sure you guys stay tuned. There's more Sledhead 24/7 to come right after this.
Still ahead, meet the first family of snowmobile racing. We're going into the pits, on the track, and inside the trailer with Christian Brothers Racing. Find out why they're lifelong Arctic Cat fans and how racing keeps them closer. Check out the latest in RC cars. We're taking a closer look at Traxxas and the world of radio-controlled racing. And we're heading to a shootout as we ride, rate, and review the Indy XC129 Polaris and the Switchback Assault. What is the best sled for your riding style and budget? Big Fish does not hold back. His unfiltered review when Sledhead 24/7 roars back. Sledhead 24/7 is brought to you by Amsoil, runs on freedom, by Polaris, by Arctic Cat, Skidoo, that Skidoo feeling, by FXR, extreme adaptability for all conditions, and power by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Hey, stay revved up. You're watching Sledhead 24/7. At the Snowcross, it's one big racing family, but there's one family in particular that stands out.
You must be talking about the Christian family with Christian Brothers Racing. From the track to the announcing booth, they are a very involved family.
Let's go see what the guys have going on.
And the gals, Jeff.
Come on inside the trailer of Christian Brothers Racing. A frenzy of activity in such a small place. Another typical game day for the Christian Brothers racing team as the first family of snowcross racing prepares to go green. Leading Christian Brothers team is owner and proud papa Dwight Christian.
It's always been competition, and I figure the business is that we're in is competition, and every day's a challenge.
Number 43, Logan Christian, has stepped it up in the second half of the season. He's ready to get back into the championship chase on his Arctic Cat.
We got good confidence, good motivation, confidence is back where we had it last year. It's been a rough start to the season, but keep the confidence and the drive and the ball rolling. We got a lot of really good people, a lot of hardworking people that want to win, and we want to get on top for them.
Once you've done it for as long as I have.
Betsy's been my mechanic for most all of my pro career, and we've got a really good connection.
One of the only female mechanics on the national circuit, she's in charge of tuning, tweaking, and getting the Arctic Cats ready to roar.
So when I can put 100% faith in my sled and in her working on it, it makes my job easier, and I can just go out and focus on myself and focus on my riding. She's always got something to test, and it's always usually in the right direction.
Trackside to winner's circle one more time with Josie Christian.
Rounding out the team is Josie Christian. She grew up around racing and has already found a spot as the host and reporter for the CBS Sports Network.
What is your focus going to be right on that start?
Just try to get
for Christian Brothers Racing, the passion is there for racing and keeping their tight-knit family together. Stay tuned. We're planning an up-north road trip with the Christian Brothers. We're going to the hometown of Christian Brothers in the tiny town of Fertile, Minnesota, to tour their race shop and discover their racing roots.
That's just proof that a family that races together stays together.
Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. There's more Sledhead 24/7 to come right after this.
In this corner, the Polaris Indy XC129, and stepping into the ring to challengers the Switchback Assault 144. When Sledhead 24/7 returns, Big Fish gets the test riders ready, and the results will help you decide what is the best sled for you. And what's the best truck to tug your trailer to the trails? The latest news from Ram and their Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Please stay tuned.
Welcome back to Sledhead 24/7. Now, Jeff, I'm walking around the showroom here in Nice Outland. I'm seeing a lot of cool sleds, but I'm noticing the different track lengths. How do I know what to pick?
No, that's a good question. We get asked that quite a bit at Sledhead 24/7. We're going to go out, take a couple different track lengths, go out and ride them, evaluate them, and give you our opinion. Hey, the snow is great. We got plenty of it. We're riding into the beginning of February. It's fantastic. The gods have answered our prayers. What we're going to do today is we're going to go out and evaluate a couple of our machines. We're going to hit the trail on our XC129 and our Polaris Assault. Both fantastic snowmobiles. What we're going to do is we're going to compare track length. These are both 850s. We're just going to go out and run them, jump from sled to sled, give you guys our feedback. Polaris is XC129. Had a chance now to get out and ride this thing in some snow. And with the 150 Storm Track, which is 1.5 inches in the center, this thing is pretty amazing in the deep snow. I was pleasantly surprised how well this thing went through the snow. It's no RMK, but it's still pretty fun to ride in the deep powder.
New for the XC is the new Pro Ride CC suspension, which it's coupled now, which that allows you to have weight transfer and still keep the skis high and still be light and playful. This sled on the trails, rocket ship. I mean, we have the 850 Patriot motor in this one, and I mean, it's a good time. I mean, everybody gets on one of these, definitely enjoys the ride.
You know, both the Assault and the XC, the ergos, the way you sit on them, the way they handle, they feel so similar. The little longer track now on the Assault does bridge the bumps better. You're definitely going to get better flotation, so if you are really getting off trail and getting into some cool, nasty stuff, the Assault is going to be a little nicer. It's not going to wheelie up as easy because it's going to want to lay flatter. and float across the snow better.
I enjoy trail riding as well as hopping off and doing some off-trail riding as well. Jumping on and off both the XC 129 and the Assault 144 today. You know, you can't really tell the difference on the trail. I mean, you think the extra track on the 144, you'd notice it, but they're still smooth sled. A lot of guys might worry that they're not able to ride as aggressive on a 144 that you could on a 129. You can still hammer the bumps, rail the corners, basically do everything on the groomed trail as well as off trail, which that's where this sled really shines. Riding in the Midwest, these are the two fattest sleds on snow. These sleds are so good that you almost want two. For an all-around sled for me, definitely pick the Assault 144. It gets on and off the trail. I mean, off the trail, it does not struggle at all. And groomed trail, you don't even realize that it's a 144.
Bottom line is, if you want to ride the trails, hit the bumps, and still do a little off trail, this XC is a very good snowmobile. If you're a little more 50-50 crossover, want to go play out in the powder, then I guess I'd probably choose the Assault.
Now, Jeff, after watching that segment, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that just shows there's a track length for everybody who rides in every condition.
Whether you're a 129 or a 144, don't go anywhere. There's more Sledhead 24/7 to come right after this.
When we return, a Snowcross doubleheader with the latest news from Ram and their Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and some Traxxas fun and games at a Snowcross race. Those stories in a jiffy. Sledhead 24/7 is brought to you by AmSoil, runs on freedom. Rocks, your rider position specialists. Traxxas, the fastest name in radio control. By Stud Boy, traction with an attitude. Ziegler Cat, exceptional service backing the best equipment. And by U.S. Air Force, aim high.
Hey Jeff, it looks like you're checking out the newest FXR gear.
Yeah, this next segment, I got to get geared up to stay warm. Nothing better than the FXR gear.
Let's head outside.
AmSoil Championship Snowcross, powered by Ram, is the home of the world's greatest snowcross racers. At a recent race in mid-Michigan, some lucky fans got the first look at the latest and greatest Ram truck. It's earned the title Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and a quick look around explains how and why.
All the bells, all the whistles that you can talk about with a Ram truck. We got the Motor Trend Truck of the Year right now for a light-duty truck. You know, anything that you want to do with pulling sleds, the light-duty truck can do it as well as the new heavy-duty truck can do it. Ram power, you got the V8 Hemi, 5.7 liter Hemi right here. We also offer the Hemi in a 3.6 liter V6 engine, and we also offer the Eco Diesel engine. Built in Sterling Heights, Michigan, local. You get 4 inches of more leg room in the back in our light-duty truck, which gives you a bunch of leg room, comfort features. Well, you got the backup camera right there, so definitely be able to see what's behind you, especially if you're trying to hook up a trailer, a snowmobile trailer back there. No problem whatsoever. We got heated seats in the front and cooling seats in the front, as well as a heated steering wheel. And back there where you're sitting, you also have heated seats and cooling seats as well. Nothing better than a crew cab of a Ram truck. We offered 4 more inches of space back here where you can fit 3 comfortably all the way across, as well as hidden compartment storage for tools, as well as under seat storage for anything you can want to put in there. Got the most torque, best in class towing, best in class payload out of any truck in the country. Well, it means that you can, instead of pulling 2, you can pull about 4 total snowmobiles, as well as a lot of other things.
Check out the fastest name in radio-controlled cars. Traxxas. The latest technology for RC fun and games is on display at each national snowcross race. At the Traxxas Try Me track, race fans get a chance to test out, and what the heck, play with, the best RC car technology. From stunts to a snowy version of Demolition Derby to the ultimate test, a live race before thousands.
It's time for the Traxxas Throwdown. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have two fantastic fans of snowcross compete driving these giant Traxxas monster trucks, and the first one who gets their truck to the finish line gets that RC car from Traxxas. Are you ready? Fans, are you ready for this? Yes or no? Let them hear it, okay? It's in the flagman's hand. When he sees that flag go green right there, when he races it, you guys go, okay? And they're racing! Oh my goodness! Oh, the little sister! Your little sister's beating you! What's going on? Oh my God, you did it! You won! You're gonna hit the flagman and you win! Was that easy?
Yes.
Talk to your crowd, say thank you! Thank you! Nice job!
And when it comes to Traxxas, fun always comes in first place.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this week's episode of Sledhead 24/7. We want to give a big thank you to Mies Outland in St. Cloud, Minnesota for having us out this week. I'm your host, Chelsea Skorich.
I'm Jeff Fisher, where we ride, rate, and review, because that's what we do.
And we will see you out on the trail.
If you have a great story idea, or know a wonderful place to ride, or a favorite lodge, please let us know. For Chelsea, Big Fish, Cub, and the Old Buzzard, this is the Big Canadian saying we'll see you all out on the trail.
What are you doing?
Full battery. Full battery, baby. We're set.